Hello everyone, welcome back to another Miscellaneous Monday where we're going to be kind of wrapping up the Toqger line with Build Ressha. I wanted to call him Build.io, but that's not right, according to the wiki that I found. I'm trying to do my research, so. But anyways, before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below which the video, or what else you'd like to see in a video. So on to the figures themselves. Here we have Build Ressha in his split up modes. And according to the wiki I found, this is Build Ressha back and Build Ressha front. So take it as you will. That could be wrong. I don't know. Again, my research. So, but let's take a quick look at the details. So focus. Thank you. Get the nice, lovely green, emerald green for like the windshield. I love that green. It looks fantastic. Get some nice black for the grill. The headlights are picked out in a nice gold. And you get some nice silvers kind of spotted throughout, along with some grays as well. As you can see, you get the nice white stripe all throughout. And you get what, pretty much is a high-rest vest. The straps, granted, if you can't see a giant orange robot, you probably need to go to see an eye doctor. Just saying. I get it. It kind of just goes with the motif, and I respect that. So, yeah, it looks really good. You even get some nice coloration right up here, which we'll talk more about that in just a while. So, now, if you detach this piece, this is the thing that would go in the changer, make all the noises and all that other fun stuff, or allow the changer to make said noises. So there is that. Now, unfortunately for this Ressha in general, there is really no flip out hooks, unlike, Diesel. So the only flip out hook you have is right back here. So, and mine is really tight, and I don't know if I really want to wrestle it out. But that's the only hook you have for this section. This one, you get one right back here. So 2 in total, when it really should have been at least another 2 minimum. Maybe one right here somehow. Would have been nice to see maybe one on this foot as well. But otherwise, it's a very interesting train mode. So, but wait, there's more that I can do in train mode. You can take this section and plug it on right up top, and there is the completed train. Now, I have no idea how this would actually work in the show. I've not seen the show myself. I'm assuming he just slides off the ramp and he's on the track. So. But it would be interesting to see this as an actual model train. Just something interesting to be done. So, but anyways, for a real quick size comparison, here we have a G1 Prime. I underestimated his size. So you can see that not only is he tall in this form, but he's pretty long. So he rivals that of Diesel. Which, speaking of, how are we going to do this? Let's do it this way. So here we have him with the 5 main. So you can see that, it's a good, interesting grouping of trains. We went from realistic trains to what the flip is this? So here we have him with tanker and car carrier Ressha's. So let's see if I can get a better angle at this way. So there we go. And get these guys off to the side. Here we have him. Whoa, what's wrong with that light? With Diesel. And Diesel is just ever so slightly longer. You can't really tell, but if I were to push him back to about where the fist is on Diesel, Diesel's like just a couple inches longer, which is interesting. So, getting him back off to the side. Hopefully that doesn't mess up my light. So, yeah. Overall, a very cool, interesting sci-fi train-esque thing. I get this whole show was just, your imagination, and insert SpongeBob meme of imagination. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and get into the transformation. So if you have them split apart, you do want to go ahead and combine them up to form that thing. And from the next step, you want to get in here and you see these orange buttons. You have to push those down. Just like with the main mecha, I'm going to screw up the name. There's buttons. If you don't push it, you run the risk of breaking your toy. No one wants a broken toy. So push that button. That'll allow you to swing down the legs. So swing down the legs. You want to go ahead and lift up the feet. Lift them up. Rotate them, and just like with Toqger, I'm sure I said that right. There's a button right here that'll allow you the feet to fold down. You don't have to push it when going up, but when going down, make sure to push it. Again, you'll run the risk of breaking your toy. Alright, so now that we have him standing, let's go ahead and readjust the camera because he gets pretty tall. You want to go ahead and bring down the arms, rotate the crane bit so it's facing forward. And there you go. There you have Build Dio. Why did I call him Build Dio? He's Build Ressha in his robot mode, and it looks really good. Granted, a clean transformation because, it's a mecha with really nothing to it. So, yeah. Let's take a quick look at that face sculpt. And I don't know how I'm going to get light in there. Let's see what I can do. Oh, sorry guys. Yeah, okay, that's not going to work. So you can kind of see some, let me pull out my light right in the camera. So 1 second. There we go. Okay. Let's see. There you go. Kind of see his face now a little bit better. So yeah, it looks really nice. Get the nice painted eyes. So for the face, get the warning labels on top. So yeah. Now I'm just going to reattach my camera, or not my camera, my light. Even get the nice silver for the hook. So yeah, overall looks really good. Now, as far as articulation, this one is the more articulated of all three mechs. You get arms that can do a full 360, in and out, no rotation at the biceps, nothing at the fist, other than this one has the whole scooping action, and I'm assuming he uses this in the show as a punching mechanism. But you get a joint at the base, a joint here, and a joint here. So there's that. Nothing at the waist due to how he transforms. You technically get in and out. You just got to push this button to get that, and it's loose when it's not locked in. So I'd say it's kind of useless. You get a knee rotation, no knee bend, and the feet don't do anything unless you push this button, and they go down. So whilst the articulation is there, there's also plenty missing that's kind of crucial to help support the other parts. So, yeah. But anyways, for a real quick size comparison, here we have a G1 Prime. So you can see he is pretty much like at least double the size of a G1 Prime. So there is that. And we're getting him into the centered. Here we have him next to Toqger and Diesel. So you can see that the family looks really good together, and yeah. So what else can you do? Well, he can combine with these two, more specifically when these two are combined. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get this set off to the side, set him off to the side for right now, and let's go ahead and get started. So first things first is you want to take the crane bit, rip it off, set it off to the side, then just rotate that to, however you want to. You want to rip off his arms and just go ahead and combine them together. You also want to flip out this piece, which for some reason is made of soft rubber, and I don't know why. Whatever. Then you want to take this entire section, extend it out, push this piece up as far as it'll go, set that off to the side, rip his body in half. Come back here, there is a lever. You want to pull it down so that way you can rotate this back and it will snap into place. Then you want to rotate the arms down so that these connectors are facing up. Then these will just peg together. You can go ahead and straighten these out. Set this whole brick off to the side. Come to the legs. Push these orange buttons so that way you can swing them out. You want to go ahead and rotate at the legs. and fold down the feet. So push that in, fold that down, rotate at the legs, fold it up. I'll do it for you. Then there's a joint right here that you want to go ahead and bring this down. And my bad, you actually don't want to rotate the feet. You want to leave them like that. So there you go. There he is in his combined mode, or his sections. So I'm going to go ahead and combine Diesel and Tokyo, and I'll be right back. Alright, so with these parts pushed back a little bit, here we have the mostly combined form of Diesel and Tokyo. So, where are we going to start first? We're going to start with the feet. So, let me find a good place to grab him. If we flip him under, you'll see that on blue and green, you got those clips. Coming to the feet section of Build Ressha, you got just below each X a clip, and that is what's going to combine these two together. So get one of them lined up, and the other one will follow suit. So clip that in, and that means you push down on that, and there is the lower feet all done. Next, we're going to bring in this section and the head of the combined mode, and there it's going to clip into those clips right there. So get this clipped in. Next, we're going to bring in this hook piece, and we're going to attach it so the hook is facing backwards right on top of that clip. So put that clip in, and then just push down on that face shield, and that looks really good. And what's going to happen here is you got two clips here that are going to clip into the top of blue and green. So get that. We're going to have to raise up to the maximum height of this camera right now. So get this, bring this in, and this will clip right in. And we are almost done. So we want to bring in this section right here, bring in the sword gun thing, and attach it right here. So now you're left with this behemoth of a staff, which is interesting. So whatever arm you want to plug this into, just bring it up one click, and it will just slot right in. Again, I don't know why that piece is on, rubbery plastic, unless it's just because they're on the same mold as these clips that hold the two half together. But anyways, there you go. There you have, I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name. Let me see. All right. That is how you say the name, the Chocho Toqger. I feel like that's an ice cream flavor. Some Rocky Road name or something, I don't know. But yeah, this combined mode is, yeah. Just one that just like, why does this thing exist? And I'm glad this thing exists because, yeah. Here we have G1 Prime. Doesn't even come up to the crotch of the combined mode. Barely past the knees as well. So, and if you want articulation on this guy, forget it. Nothing at the head. Arms go full 360. You get the wrist movement. Nothing in the legs. Nothing in the feet. This is just a statue. So, yeah. But doing a 360. You are left with the crotch of Build Ressha just hanging back here. It would have been nice to see this it can disconnect, and it doesn't affect the balance any or anything like that. But it would have been nice to see this maybe disconnect and form either A, a weapon, or B, something to fill this whole section out, just to add some bulk to it. Because you got, a bunch of bulk up here, and not so much in the midsection. Yeah, he gets a little bit wider, but he doesn't, add depth, and that's what's missing, in my opinion, is the depth. So, yeah, that would have been nice to see, but alas, probably due to budgets or something, whatever, they didn't add it. So, but what you're left with is that sure is a combination. Like this, it's so tall that this scrapes the top of the shelf I can put it on. And I have adjustable shelves, and I can't adjust them right now because they're perfectly adjusted. So, yeah, the one shelf it can go on, it scrapes. So, take that as you will. Yeah, I have combiners on that shelf, like Hasbro combiners. So, yeah. Overall, is this set worth it? Um, yeah, I would say so. Especially at least the first. If you just have to get, like a mecha and an add-on mecha, definitely get Diesel and Tokyo. Again, I'm probably saying those wrong. Forgive me. Yeah, that combination right there, that's great. That's fine. This combination is just one of those. Yeah, one of those combinations. Now, I do have I have Police and Fire Russia. Russia. Now, I don't feel like those are video worthy. Maybe a short on each or both. I don't know. How would y'all feel about a Miscellaneous Monday short? But yeah, overall, if you can find any of these for a good price, definitely pick it up. You won't. If you're looking for articulation, forget it. If you're just wanting one of those Power Ranger combinations that's just like ridiculous, this is going to be your second best bet, in my opinion. The first one would be the G12 formation. So, yeah. But I think that is about it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more video reviews.